I'm like surprised and I'm a little bit scared.
A police presence here in the Southcrest neighborhood as human remains are found near a property.
Plus, what federal officials just announced about the suspect in a hit and run that killed a boy in Escondido.
From airport demolition to border construction, recycling that builds the future.
And we are live at SeaWorld with a look at the park's Christmas celebration. It's 6 a.m. on Wednesday, December 3rd, and you're up with CBS 8. So glad you're with us here at 6 a.m. on this Wednesday. I'm Eric Connert.
And I'm Neda Irampoya. Thank you for starting off your morning with us. If you're an early riser like us, the moon was really shining bright out there. But right now, let's see what's going on as the sun is going to be coming up. Huh?
Yeah, we got about 30 minutes to sunrise, but those clouds are still with us too. Yeah. So might be a little mix of light peeking through with those clouds. We originally expected last night into this morning to involve a fair amount of mist and drizzle. We got the cloud cover for sure, as you could see, and we did get some tiny glimmers of green, but it's been very, very light on us. So it just goes to show that that trough of low pressure that late last week showed forecasts giving us a fair amount of rain, they all tend to start to kind of dwindle a bit as we get closer to that main rain event. So instead, we're dry to start off the morning. Partly cloudy skies for the next couple of hours, getting all the way up to 65 by the noon hour. Coming up, we'll be talking more about the warmer temperatures and the clearer skies that we'll be seeing by the end of the week. Vanessa.
Good morning. Happy Wednesday. 6:01 is the time. Here's a live look on the 5 in both directions. Happy to report that there's not a lot going on. Looks like we're not looking at slow drives across the region. We're at average speeds for the most part. So this is through the curves in downtown San Diego. Meanwhile, this is the 15 in both directions right at Poway Road. Right side of your screen is that drive as you make your way southbound towards Miramar and Mira Mesa. Let's go ahead and zoom on into the South Bay. Northbound drives, or speeds rather, 25, 65 mile per hour or so. A little bit of slowing once you get past the 15 connector, and here's what it looks like coming in from Santee and La Mesa. Coming up a little later, we'll take a look at what those Wednesday travel times have in store. That's all ahead. Back to you guys.
Vanessa, now this morning we are following this developing story out of Southcrest where human remains were found on a property.
Right now, multiple law enforcement agencies, including the FBI, are working together to get answers. CBS 8's Regina Yarita live in Southcrest with everything we know at this hour here. Regina?
Yeah, good morning, guys. And right now, not much movement at this time, but we're still seeing one patrol car here, the San Diego Police Department, and crime tape still blocking off that property. This all started yesterday when the CHP actually got a tip about human remains located somewhere on this property here, and they quickly brought in federal authorities. Following up on that tip, the CHP had received, the FBI was called in and recovered human remains here. Although authorities have not revealed exactly where those remains were found on the property, nor have they specified whether those remains refer to one body or more than one. Detectives with San Diego Police's cold case and missing persons unit, along with the San Diego District Attorney's Office, they've all been investigating and working to pinpoint the identity of the remains as well as the cause of death. But as you can imagine, this has startled the neighborhood here as well as people who live near this property after authorities confirmed that human remains were discovered somewhere here in this home. So take a listen to what some people told us yesterday.
This morning when I saw cars coming in, and then I saw police officers, and then I saw the tape going up, and I said something really bad happened there. Something's going on.
And during a press release, authorities did say that they could potentially have more details, or they could have a press conference later today or later this morning. We just don't know exactly when. So we are waiting to get more information of what is going on here. And as soon as we have that, we'll be sure to share it with you. For now, I'm Regina Yarita, CBS 8.
Regina, thank you for the update there. Today, the man accused in a hit-and-run crash that killed a boy in Escondido is scheduled to make his first court appearance. 44-year-old Hector Balderas was arrested in connection to the crash that killed 11-year-old Aiden Torres. There's his picture. Authorities say Aiden was chasing a ball that rolled out into the street when he was hit last Wednesday night. Immigration and Customs Enforcement just announced they lodged an immigration detainer for the suspect, saying Balderas was in the country illegally and had been previously removed 4 times. Homeland Security's Assistant Secretary says, quote, sanctuary laws threatened to put this killer back onto California streets and called on the governor to honor the arrest detainer. We did reach out to Governor Gavin Newsom's office outside of business hours, and we'll bring you their response as soon as we get it. This morning, the Navy police officer accused of driving drunk and causing a crash that killed a La Mesa police officer and another driver is due in court. A readiness conference is scheduled for Antonio Alcantar. He is charged with murder and gross vehicular manslaughter while intoxicated. The crash on Interstate 8 back in October killed Officer Lauren Craven and 19-year-old Deviante Morris.
This morning, Carlsbad is moving forward with new rules for young e-bike riders. The City Council approved recommendations for an age limit, banning their use for kids 12 and under. However, they rejected a recommendation that would have prohibited those under the age of 16 from riding e-bikes after dark. Now, city staff will tailor the language, and the council will vote on an ordinance in a month or 2. Well, the bells were ringing at this Walmart in Murphy Canyon. We were out there yesterday ringing those bells, greeting shoppers, collecting funds to help those less fortunate get back on their feet, all part of the Salvation Army. You hear those bells, and if you can contribute to that kettle, it goes a long way.
And we appreciate so many people who stopped by to say hello. There's Jenny Day as well, and Chopper. You saw the biker dog.
Right.
But yeah, a lot of generosity we saw there at the Walmart. Cynthia and Zana, they both stopped by to say hello, and they are loyal viewers in the morning, so we appreciate you very much. And look at Chopper.
Yeah, I gave him a little kiss. He nearly took a little nap in my hands there.
Yeah. But he was cruising on that motorcycle.
Right.
And people literally are like, is that a dog on a motorcycle?
Lots of ways you can give. Obviously, cash to take. There's a QR code there now. And you can also sign up to ring the bells. Very festive thing to do, way of giving back here.
Yeah, it's the holiday season officially. So it's so cool to see. Chopper's so cute.
He's so adorable.
And
hanging
just,
out.
Handles any costume, anything. He's got Santa's
he's
look.
ready for it.
The kids are drawn to him. We saw a toddler give money to
so
Chopper's
cute.
causes, too.
Yeah, no, it's great to see. So, hey, if you have the money to be able to help out, it is the holiday season. Yesterday was Giving Tuesday, so if you were able to, we of course think it's hugely important for our community. Current temperatures out the door are mostly in the 50s, 55 in Carlsbad right now, 53 in Encinitas. We've got some 40s inland. These temperatures overnight, these cooler temperatures, are not quite as cold as they were just 24 hours ago. Yesterday morning, we didn't have the cloud cover that we have this morning, so in turn, we were able to cool down a lot more as we made our way through the morning stretch yesterday compared to today. Here's what we have outside right now from Mount Soledad. You can see those clouds are starting to weaken a bit. We're going to see more and more sunshine in the afternoon forecast and in tomorrow's forecast. So for days ahead, those Santa Anas will become a bit more active, helping to give us a boost on those afternoon highs tomorrow. Sunrise, 6:35, so just about 25 or so minutes from now. And sunset coming at 4:42. Remember, we're also watching for that full moon. That's going to be technically at its fullest tomorrow, but even tonight, just around the 3 o'clock hour, it'll start to come up. It'll be nearly full. Looking at your king tides, 4 to 6 foot waves is what we'll be watching for. When you combine that with the pull, the astronomical pull, we'll be watching for some minor coastal flooding. That's the cause of a beach hazard statement that's in effect along the entirety of our coastline. This afternoon's high tide, or this morning's high tide, I should say, will come just around 7 o'clock, and it'll be 7.3 feet above sea level. Tomorrow's will be 7.5, so we're starting to see the possibility of the low-lying beaches, parking lots, boardwalks, seeing those waves kind of encroach a bit. On the afternoon highs, Santee and El Cajon going for 68. National City, La Mesa, Chula Vista, San Ysidro, 66 this afternoon. And mainly upper 60s or at least mid 60s as we get across North County. These temperatures are very closely in line with normal. I want to send things over to Vanessa Paz, checking in on traffic to start off the day. Hello.
Good morning. 6:09 is the time on your Wednesday. Live look at a very quiet drive around Old Town Ave, right on the 5 in both directions near the old Spay War building. Looks like, again, we're not tracking any major crashes nor delays. Always happy to report that. And this is a very clear view. In fact, I was impressed by the quality of this camera. This is the 805 in both directions right at Sorrento Valley. And we're also looking at pretty light drives. I'm sure a lot of those drivers have the seat warmers on to start off their day. On the 5 and the 805, let's go ahead and start there in the South Bay. We're averaging anywhere between 60 to 67 mile-per-hour speeds, and that's for the drive northbound and from National City and Chula Vista. We are seeing a good amount of slowing full span of the Coronado Bridge as you head onto the island. It's likely due to construction that occurred overnight, wrapping up. I'm not tracking any crashes nor hazards on the CAD there, but your slowest speeds are going to be down to about 17 miles per hour or so. We're at full freeway speed still on the 52 as well as the 8. No major delays nor issues out of Oceanside and Escondido this morning. Let's go ahead and pull up those travel times. We're all in the green, anywhere between 12 to about double that on the 5 south in from Encinitas down to the top of the Golden Triangle. If you're traveling in from the East County, anywhere between 5 to 7 minute drives, and that goes for the 94, the 8, as well as the 52. And last but not least, here's what it looks like in from the South Bay. Remember, drives really nice on the 5 and the 805. It's the Coronado where we're seeing a majority of the slowing when it comes to those popular commutes this morning, and speeds down to about 10 miles per hour or so. All right, 6:10 is the time. Let's go ahead and see what's happening with your border wait times. We're tracking about an hour and a half or so coming in from San Ysidro's port of entry, and an easy 45-minute ride if you're traveling across the border in from Otay Mesa.